Welcome to a new vlog, guys. It's a little bit different today. It's not a vlog, it's a sit-down Q&A. We've not done one of these for a while, so we thought we would do one.
Long while.
Thank you to all the members of our Facebook group on Facebook, the Lodge Guys Facebook group, for sending us these questions. So we are going to skip ones that we've done multiple times in previous Q&As. You can go and check them out. There is quite a few that says like, what's your favourite snack at Disney? We've done that.
Favourite restaurant at Disney?
Yeah, so we're going to try and stick to new questions, so it's new for you guys as well. So we'll crack on straight away. And the first one is from Anna Fox, and she says, any tips in passing your driving test first time?
Why don't you answer this one?
I can't give any tips because it took me 4 times to pass my driving test. My driving instructor was very frustrated. He kept saying to me, why can't you pass your test? You can drive perfectly. It was just, I got to the test. It must have been subconscious nerves because I wasn't particularly nervous.
Yeah, sometimes you can overthink.
Well, yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
And then you lose focus on what you're doing.
I once came up to traffic lights, they were on green and I stopped for about a minute. And then I failed on that. And then the first thing I failed on was I was going over speed humps too slow. So anyway, Nick can give you some tips because he passed first time.
Mine was peer pressure. My mum passed first time, my brother passed first time, so they were all saying, you've got to pass first time. So I secretly booked my test and never told anybody, and then went, and luckily I passed it first time. I actually thought on the test that I'd failed it, because I had to do a real life emergency stop, and I actually jumped to the pedals quicker than the examiner. So I think that's what did it, but I actually convinced myself that I'd failed, and then just saw it as quite an expensive lesson. But when I got back, it was the one and only time I've ever been speechless.
Good luck, Hannah. Hope you do well. The next one is from Catherine Robinson. She says, if you could live anywhere else in the UK, where would it be and where abroad would it be?
Cornwall and Florida.
For me, I do love Cornwall, but I'd love to live in York. I've always fancied living in York.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
city life.
Abroad.
I wouldn't want to do city life.
It's just a difficult question. Yeah, of course I'd love to live in Florida for Disney, but I'd love to like live in the south of France, also in
You've never been to bloody France?
I know, but it looks nice.
Well, yeah, but...
Joe Nicole says, if you could do any job in the world, what would you do?
This job. What we're doing now, we're quite happy with doing what we're doing.
I always fancied being a therapist, like a psychiatrist, to have my own office, like you see them...
like Frasier.
Like Frasier did. And just sit down and people come in and tell you, what's going on, and then you come up with a plan of how to help them. I just find it fascinating. But the thing that stopped me ever going for that was because I have mental issues myself and I had OCD, so I always thought that I would probably get a customer and they would tell me their problems, and then I'd probably manifest it in my own head and take on their problems.
Which is probably true.
So yeah, that's what I always fancied.
For me, I always wanted to be working chemistry when I was a kid, but things change as you get older. What I wanted to do 20 years ago is basically not this, but now I'm quite happy doing this. Things change, so.
Carl Morley says, if possible, what would the ultimate bucket list thing you would want to do as a couple or individually? Mine would travel abroad every year till I die and miss not out. So bucket list for me is, it was always the pyramids at Giza, and we did those.
Yeah.
So I think it's still probably New York.
I would want to be, my bucket list is to basically become full-time travel vloggers and literally travel the world. Just go around from country to country, experience the different cultures, maybe go to India and see how different cultures sort of live and kind of try foods and things like that, and just travel the world.
Food.
It would just be amazing to do that.
New York is definitely on my bucket list still. We should have gone last May, as you guys know. Wendy Macon says, what was your favourite holiday abroad and UK? Abroad, I mean, I think I've probably got to say a Florida trip.
Oh no, not Florida.
Favourite?
First ever road trip in America when we did the road trip.
Yeah,
before we started the business, we went, didn't we? And that was just, it was amazing. We spent like 2 weeks driving around California and Nevada, and it was just...
We've had some great...
We were just on the road, it was amazing.
We've had some great holidays with friends and Sazzle and stuff like that. But I think, looking back, if I could relive a holiday again, I think I'd probably do it when we went with my family in Battersea.
Yeah.
Because we had such a good time. We met Chris and Jen, and we did 6-pack challenges and stuff like that. In the UK, my favourite ever holiday was probably the road trip.
I was at the road trip we did. Completely unplanned. Doing things on spur of the moment tends to be more adventurous rather than overthinking it, because I think when you plan things, your mind has expectations set, and then it never lives up to that, so you're always disappointed. So my goal now is whenever we go to Florida, we're not doing itineraries, what we're going to do on this day. We're just going to go.
Yeah, we have a general plan.
Yeah, things we want to do, like a list, but
yeah.
we're not going to go and have a plan, because it never lives up to your mind's expectations.
No.
So
I think if you go out and you're going for 2 weeks and you're going with family and you've got 14-day park tickets and stuff,
you've got to do it for things like that. But when we did our road trip, we set off. We didn't know where we were going, where we were staying.
Apart from the first day.
Yeah, first night. But we didn't go where we were going, where we were staying, how long we were going to be away. We just went and did it, and we were literally in some places in the car, driving somewhere, and Lee was trying to get an Airbnb while we were there, and it was just so much freedom and so much adventure rather than pre-planning everything, and it's like, it just spoils it when you do that.
Leanne Weatherall says, how does Nick know so much about DIY and always does such a good job?
YouTube. YouTube is your friend.
Yeah,
you can always find the answer to most things on YouTube.
Before YouTube, you were good at it anyway. Nick's favourite books when I met him, he used to have like DIY books, didn't he? And he used to just sit and read DIY books. I find that utterly boring, but that's Nick's thing.
And it's just a lot. You just got to have a logical mind. If you know you're going to take something to bits, you know you've got to take the top off first before the legs. It's just common sense.
YouTube is your friend for anything. Anything you want to find out, go on YouTube. We always do.
And don't forget to click subscribe to our channel.
Wendy Griffiths, hi. Wendy says, what car do you prefer to drive, James or Parker? This is another hard question.
Oh, it's a tearing question.
Because we love being in both of them. We get into James and it's such a fun drive, especially obviously when the sun's out with the roof down.
But his suspension's not very good,
no.
And it shakes you out a little bit, but it's an old car.
But even if it's raining and we put the roof up, it's still fun to drive.
Yeah.
But then when you get into Parker, and it's so
like luxury,
smooth, especially when it got electric on, you can't hear it. We both go, oh my god, it's such a smooth.
Just drives
drive.
itself.
So they're both fantastic.
But if I had to pick one, it would have to be Parker, I'm afraid.
Yeah, me too actually.
Poor James.
Jack Gray says, what do you both wish you'd known earlier when you started vlogging? I don't know.
How cheesy they used to be.
No, yeah, I suppose I would have liked to have had
the techniques that we know now.
Some more, better techniques, but that obviously comes with time. Practice. And being on YouTube. I don't know, maybe the thing I would like to have known earlier was to start it earlier. I think we got into the game a little bit late, even though there's no late timer with YouTube because there's so many viewers for everything. I would have liked to have done it 10 years earlier.
With our business, we actually got in there before our competitors did, and we grew it really quickly, and that's one example where we did actually do things better to begin with than afterwards.
Thanks for that question. Steve Rodriguez says, Lee, if you could pick just one thing that is the best quality Nick has, what would it be? See, there's two that come to mind, even though it just says one. This is my OCD kicking in, where I can't.
Do I need to think of one? Do I need to think of one?
Same question to you.
Oh, shit.
It would be one, his determination of things.
I don't quit.
He doesn't quit on things. If he's got something in his mind, he will do it and he will sort it. Whereas I'd be like, I'll just do it next week. He will do it. Although that can get a bit annoying as well because he will drop everything and just sort something out. I'll be like,
yeah, but when you say I'll do it next week, that means it never gets done.
Or his second one is his loyalty. His loyalty to me. Like, people say we're inseparable and we are. Nick always wants to be with me. He doesn't want to be out on his own. And sometimes, again, that gets annoying. I have to say, go and do something on your own and give me some free time. But I always be thankful that I've not got a partner who wants to be out gallivanting and I have to beg him for some time. And that's not Nick. And his loyalty to his friends as well. Nick is how you see him on the vlogs. He can be very harsh. He can be hard. He says it how it is, blunt. But if you take
pointless dressing things up.
If you can take Nick for how he is, he will be your loyal friend forever.
Well, can I keep up with that now?
Same question to you, Nick.
Right, so Lee is very what's the right word?
Empathic?
Not empathic. He shows a lot of empathy, and Lee will give people the benefit of the doubt where I can tend to jump. And he's always really kind. He'll always go on Amazon and send his sister something, or send one of our friends something if they're down or something like that. Whereas I generally tend to be busy and don't really give it two thoughts.
Yeah, that's why we complement each other very well. Do you know what I mean? I'm the person that will think somebody's birthday's coming up, let's get something sorted, this, and you can be like, oh god, another birthday.
I hate birthdays. I've hated birthdays since I was 21. So I don't make fusses of other people's birthdays, because I always think, well, when you're getting older, you don't really want to celebrate it. Lee's the opposite. Lee will be like, he'll spend more at bloody Moonpig than he does at Asda.
It's like every day's best. Celebrate everything. You're going to have a birthday anyway, so you either choose to ignore it or have a celebration.
Why save it for one day?
Well, we don't. We save it for every day.
Exactly.
When it comes to your birthday,
Every day's best.
have an extra special day. So yeah, we compliment each other, I think. So thank you, Steve, for that question. Bonnie Bridgman says, "What's been your favourite job?" We answered that earlier, didn't we? Probably what we're doing now, but in terms of like jobs we've had before, obviously we enjoyed running our own business, but that can get very stressful.
I wouldn't do that again.
No, probably not. I liked being a sales team leader on the phone, doing calls. I thought that was very good, even though I quit it and called my boss names on my way out. I just had a frustrating day.
And that was the day left.
Yeah, and what was your favourite job?
My favourite job wasn't a specific job, it was a specific role. It was, my favourite job was when I was basically doing IT and I was doing sort of problem solving and fixing things. Because somebody could come and ask you, they've been at it for hours, and then you could come and look at it with a fresh pair of eyes, and I'd look at it logically, come up with a solution and fix it, and I just got a buzz out of that. Repairing things.
Next question is RIBA, that's the name. If Nick was not so handy with DIY, would Lee have a go or get someone to do the job?
Do you really need to ask that question?
I may have a little look on YouTube, and if it looked complicated, I'd be like, "Well, get me."
Can you change your plug?
I probably, yeah.
No.
I've changed the plug in the past.
Is that when you were at school?
Yeah, but because I've not done it for so long, I would be able to. I'd just have a quick look on YouTube or something and just refresh my memory, and yeah, I can change the plug.
Can you change your light bulb?
Yeah, of course I can.
Right, yeah.
But I can change a light bulb. Eileen Hartley says, when you are in business class on a plane, what happened when there is turbulence and you have your bed made up? Well, I had that situation twice, and you just stay laid out. You
still have a strap.
You put the seatbelt on, and you just wobble about while you're laid down.
Yeah.
Really.
You still have to have some kind of restraint.
They didn't make us put us bed up, did they?
No, they don't do that. If you're down and you're already laid down, then as long as you're strapped in, you're fine.
Yeah. So as long as you don't mind wobbling about while you're laid down.
Yeah.
Lindsay Walker says, have you both been double jabbed? Yes, we have. And we couldn't wait to get it. We filmed it we had it on our days off, so we didn't film it. And we knew that we'd seen on other vlogs that they were pretty much against.
You couldn't film, so we decided, what's the point in even just saying we're going to go and do it and then not show it. So.
And we are very pro-vaccination because we want the world to get back to normal as soon as possible.
And we had AstraZeneca as well, by the way.
Yeah. Leslie Brissenden says, would you like a European cruise, and if so, what countries would you like to visit on? We've done a European cruise before.
Twice.
Yeah, and we visited like Egypt, well, that's not Europe, is it? We went a bit further
Cyprus. We did Northern Europe in one week, and then Southern Europe in another. And then when we went on a cruise on our own, we just did Northern Med, didn't we?
Yeah. So I'd do one again, yeah. I'd want to go back to Italy, Spain.
Potentially later on this year.
Well, yeah, depending on how the world goes.
Yeah.
Cindy Bell Coleman, it's not a question, she just wants to say thanks for our vlogs, and she says, I must say, when Nick gets heavily into his accent, I have a hard time understanding.
Believe it or not, my accent is actually a bit streamlined. If you actually spoke to my mum's boyfriend's kids, you would not understand a word they'd say. We've actually done a vlog, haven't we, on Yorkshire dialect?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
And Lee didn't even understand it, and that's what my mum's boyfriend's kids talk like.
Susan Harrison says, would you ever go away without each other, maybe with friends and family? You seem inseparable.
No.
Obviously, on the vlogs, we are inseparable because that's our channel. It is our channel.
To say no.
Obviously, on the vlogs, you always see us together because it is our channel. So we wouldn't sort of go off and vlog. So, we're not always together, inseparable. We do have our time on our own, but it's usually on our days off. So we're like, right, day off today. You go and do this, I'll go and do that. But when we're doing a daily vlog, yeah, we are obviously together.
There is quite a lot that you don't see on the vlogs. Like, you don't see all the stuff that we do with work. Mainly because it's boring and nobody wants to see somebody going to work or filling in paperwork or whatever.
It's nice to have some private time for us. We don't want all our lives on camera like they were when we were daily vlogging. It's nice just to step back. Would we go on a holiday without each other? I don't know. I mean, if it was for like work and somebody says,
I wouldn't.
Right, we can give one of you.
Yeah, but I've been abroad with work.
No, if it was work and somebody says, right, one of you can come and do a review on this hotel, but only one, but we knew it was going to be like good for work, then maybe I'd go.
Bye.
But I must admit, I have admiration for these like Disney vloggers that go to Disney in Florida on their own.
Well, he wouldn't even go to the cinema on his own.
Because I'd get
it feels like he's on his own. It feels like really sad if you have to go to the
I don't
cinema.
think I'd be as bad these days, especially if I was going to vlog thing, because I'd have an end thing in sight. But I always think I'd get to like a Disney hotel and on my own, and then I'd be like, what do I do? Where am I going to go? Jason Munslow has an interesting question. Favourite flavour of Pop-Tart?
Ooh. No, they're all rammy.
Oh, I love them. A bit too sweet, but I just love chocolate ones, me.
If there's a cinnamon one, I probably like it, but the only ones I've ever had are chocolate and strawberry, and they're just a bit artificial.
Beck Maiden says, if you had a film made of your life, who would you want playing you?
We've been asked this before, and I can't think.
We only go with things that people have said that maybe they look like us. Somebody once said you look like Tom Hanks' son.
Somebody said they look like Elon Musk as well.
So
or Terminator, the liquid Terminators. People said that before.
And I don't know about me. It's a hard.
Well, Jason Patrick. You used to look like Jason Patrick when you had hair.
I wish.
And you were younger.
Kev Short says, who would you say are your favourite bands or albums you listen to? My wife likes Madonna and Michael Jackson. If I have a go-to thing that I ask Alexa to play, it's Coldplay. I just say
every morning while
play
in the
some
shower.
Coldplay. I love Coldplay. And
I don't have an artist. I don't listen to artists. I listen. I have my favourite songs.
It goes through periods where a song is his favourite and he'll play it to death. I'll be like, oh my god, not that song.
And then I'll just change to something else. I don't really support artists or follow them. There's probably a lot of the songs that I don't even know who sings them. I just know what the song title is.
So at the minute, I'm having to listen to the soundtrack of Pitch Perfect quite a lot because we watched it the other day.
And Disney Fairy Tale Weddings on Spotify.
Yeah, I like that one. And ABBA, because he's looking at ABBA.
And Katy Perry, Chained to the Rhythm.
Always plays that. I used to like Madonna, but she's just weird now.
Well, why do you still play it?
I do like her music though.
He has her on every night when I go to bed.
No.
Yes, she did.
Anymore. Catherine Connell says, hi guys, where will you be spending Christmas this year? And a massive thank you for all your great vlogs. It's up in the air, we don't know at the moment.
Here, hopefully. America, maybe. Who knows? Hopefully not at the apartment, because we didn't enjoy last Christmas, did we?
Yeah, but we were in lockdown and all apart.
Yeah, but we were all apart. Like, your dad had an operation, so he couldn't spend time with your sister. Your sister was on her own, we were on our own.
Darren Ulla Dunn says, what other Disney vlogs do you watch apart from all yours? I watch Fun with the Potters, Adam Hatton, to name a couple. We watch Theme Park Bazza quite a lot these days because we like his sort of down-to-earth...
Hey, up YouTube.
Yes, English.
And Mrs. Bazza.
Yeah, Mrs. Bazza Maxine. We resonate with that. He's so down-to-earth and he sees something that's expensive and he's like, how much? Just like Nick.
They're relatable.
So hopefully meeting Bazza soon.
I don't tend to watch YouTubers. Lee will say, come and watch this, and then I'll kind of... I have a very short attention span, and he'll put something on, and I'll be like, right, fast forward, because I need to get to the bits that I've watched.
Nick watches Netflix more than YouTube. This is when we have our time apart on our days off. I'll be like, right, go and watch something on Netflix, and I'll watch YouTube and catch up on vlogs. People like Yaz and Ash for Disneyland Paris. I watch them a lot. Yeah, Adam Hatton when he goes. Disney in Detail when Victoria goes. Jojo, we still watch Jojo and Cal Palo, and of course Chris in Lost in Florida. Kate Morton says, now we can fly into space, albeit very costly. Would either of you like to do it if money was no object?
You can't even bloody fly to Florida, never mind space.
It doesn't interest me. It
Nah.
doesn't interest me whatsoever.
Nah.
I imagine it's an amazing experience, but it's just not one of those things that interest me.
Yeah, I'd rather just get on to plane Florida rather than just to the sky.
Cliff Dick says, whatever happened to your geocache? Did it ever make it to Florida?
It's currently travelling around Germany. It went originally from here. It was picked up by Ricardo's vlogs. He took it to Manchester. Then it went from Manchester to Berlin. No, it went to Stoke, I think. Then it went from Stoke to Berlin, and then it's been travelling around Germany all across lockdown. I think the last time I looked, it was like North Germany. As soon as restrictions open, its destination is a plane, so hopefully it'll get into America.
Yeah. Lisa Sprawling says, what are your favourite restaurants in York City Centre? Visiting for the first time in September, thank you.
Never eaten on a night, have we?
Yeah, I was going to say we really enjoy Yak and Yeti.
Oh
if you want
that's
something
good.
different, it's on one of our vlogs, and it's not obviously.
If you search thelodgeguys Yak and Yeti, it comes up.
It's not the Florida one, obviously. If you like that kind of food, what
it was.
nationality?
What is it now?
It's kind of Asian-y, not particular curries, but
is it Gurkha? Is it Gurkha?
Gurkha, I think that's it.
I think it's Gurkha.
Yeah, but it's really unique. You sit on the floor, they put a big rug out for it. Go check out our vlog.
You can sit at a table, but we decided to sit on the floor for authenticity.
The full experience. You sit on the floor, cross your legs, whatever, and just eat from dishes and stuff which they bring out to you. And we just really enjoyed that experience together. Yeah. And then when we went with Mark and Hannah and Jade, we ate in that really nice Turkish restaurant.
Which we can't remember the name of.
I'll put all the vlogs on screen so you can check them out if you want. But that's also down the same street as the Gurkha one, isn't it? I think.
Yes.
So you can see them on the vlogs. That was really nice.
Near the Minster. Hump it, but it's now turned into a donut shop.
Yeah.
But that's more of a cafe, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then we went into that one down Fossgate when we stayed in that Airbnb.
That's quite nice, actually.
Fossgate is actually
really nice. Really, I don't know what the name is off the top of my head. I'll put the thumbnail again.
It's Restaurant Central. Yeah. Fossgate is like literally restaurants and wine bars.
And it was really funky, wasn't it?
Yeah.
With a piano and an upstairs and really funky that. So there's some great. You definitely won't be at a loss for restaurants.
Find Fossgate and just walk down during the day and pick somewhere and then go back at evening.
Paul Ashworth says, if you could win any gold medal at the Olympics, what sport would it be?
I haven't a clue. I don't follow Olympics.
Or sports.
We both have zero interest in sports.
Maybe.
Unless it's all-star sports, and then we don't mind.
Biking or rowing, I don't know. It's a hard one because we're really not into sports.
Tom, I don't know, maybe we'll do swimming because then we can see Tom Daly.
Jim Stanley says, can you speak any foreign languages?
Just bullshit.
No.
What?
No.
No.
French for no.
No.
No. Well, what's no in French?
I've no idea. No, I think it is just no.
No.
No. I don't know.
We can't.
We speak bullshit.
That's true of you. We are thinking about going to Disneyland Paris at some point. We've been saying it for 2 years. So I thought
we'll be looking today.
I thought I might start learning a little bit of French.
Right, yeah.
Oui. Merci beaucoup. Carol Slater says, Lee has had his hair done, looks good by the way. Would Nick ever consider having his eyes done? No offence, just a question.
Yes, we may have mentioned it on a vlog actually. Probably. I want my tear troughs filled with filler. It's not a permanent thing, it only lasts for 6 months, but it says I'm to put the cream on every day. But before I discovered the cream, I literally had like drug addict eyes, didn't I?
Nick's eye bag is a family trait, isn't it?
Yeah, my dad's got big bags. And it's not dark circles, it's actually the shadows. If I put my head back, you can't even see it. But if you get your tear troughs filled, because your skin it loses collagen and it thins it out so it casts shadows. But I have looked into it, I've seen a few videos, it's put me right off. But I'm hoping Lee will do a bit of research and tell me the best place to get it done.
You can watch videos of doing a hair transplant, and if that didn't put me off getting that done.
It had a needle as long as my arm.
Well, I had 4,000 of them in my head.
You didn't see them?
Dominic Boutel says, have you visited any lodge parks in Scotland, and if so, which one was your favourite? No, we haven't, because I've never been to Scotland.
I've only been to Glasgow once for an hour.
I will have gone to Scotland though soon, when we're on the cruise. Rachel Gennery says, which form of social media do you like the most and least, and why?
I hate Twitter, because I can't understand it, and I just don't see any point in it.
I like Instagram the best, because it's just, looking at photos, and that's what I like. I just like to scroll on Instagram. I'm not a big fan of TikTok.
You can't get into it.
It's too old, sometimes I'll get into it, but I just can't. I know a lot of people will be like, I've just gone down a TikTok hole and spent an hour looking at TikTok, and I just think, why? I just can't. No. I understand it, and some of them are funny, but for me, I'm just not into it. We do have a TikTok. Kelly Grow says, which one of you is more romantic, and what do you consider a good date night? I'm more romantic, but I'm not really romantic.
No,
Nick's not got a romantic bone in his body. What would you consider a good date night? Well, for us it'd be like a 3-course meal and then alcohol.
Food and drink.
As you know that.
But Lee would happily sit and have a takeaway and eat it at the table on plates and calls that romantic. I would rather go to a restaurant, candle lit, bit of atmospheric music, but trying to get Lee to go out and do that on an evening is like...
I like to be cosy at home sometimes.
Yeah, but
we've got a beautiful home.
Yeah, but sometimes you're a bit of an old fart. You need to live a little.
Amy Hanson McClagun says, I absolutely love England. It's just an amazing, beautiful place with wonderful people. Where would you visit if you could be anywhere?
In England?
York, I would say.
Oh, you've said that.
But I would go to York.
That's where we go quite often.
Yeah. Or if you've never been to England, I know you would probably want to go to London, but it's very busy and, congested. I would go to York.
My favourite place is Cornwall. I absolutely love Cornwall. It feels like you're abroad, it feels Mediterranean, you get palm trees, unfortunately you get crap weather like you get up north, but Cornwall is just my favourite place. I used to go there as kids on holiday, and when we've been back again, and on the days that we've had good weather, it's been absolutely fantastic. Watching the sunset on Lusty Glaze Beach is just mind-blowing.
John Lang says, do you guys have any plans to visit Harry Potter World? That would be a great vlog. Here we go. There's the thumbnail to the vlog. We did go, and we enjoyed it, so check that out.
Start of our road trip, that wasn't it?
Yeah. Julie O'Brien says, where has been your favourite place to stay, hotel or Airbnb? The houseboat in York was great.
Yeah. Best hotel was Olympic Lagoon in Cyprus,
yeah,
and
probably.
the hotel prior to that was when we went with Sazzle to Al-Kadiki.
That was nice.
It was, what was it called?
I was freaking forget.
Oceana Village.
That's it. Oceana Club Resort.
Oceana Club, but it's called something else now. But
it was a 5-star ultra all-inclusive that we managed to get cheap, and we all went, and
£600 for two of us. It's now about £6,000 for two of us.
Sazzle was in our room on our own bed down the corridor, and we got all excursions were included, I think.
The wine fridge was filled every day.
Yeah, we're on the beach, and we had a waiter coming down to the beach asking us what we want. We were drinking.
Wet towels for his feet.
Yeah, iced coffee all day. We were
Frappies
having mimosas.
It was amazing.
It was really, really nice. I just wish we could have been vlogging back then.
I know. That's where Sazzle did archery and got a boob caught in the bow, didn't she?
We did archery, yeah. And we had some great times with Sazzle on holiday. We did actually ask her if she fancied going this year, but she's got 3 dogs now, so she can't, unfortunately. Heather Campbell, why haven't you been to Scotland yet? Just because we've never got round to it yet. But we will be doing on the cruise.
And it's cold weather.
Chrissy Jean Collinson, are you friends with any other YouTube vloggers? Any channels you would recommend? We're friends with, obviously, Chris Florida, Yaz and Ash, who came to Snowdon with us. Jojo in America, we still chat to him.
Ryan
and Aidan, who
they used to vlog.
They used to vlog, yeah. Hi Ryan.
Hi Ryan. Hi Aidan. Hannah Ricky.
Hannah. Hi Hannah. Down in London. If you really want to check some London vlogs out, go check out Hannah. She's great. Gordon Farmer, if you could renew your vows, where would it be? Anywhere in the world, even Disney, where would it be, and where would it be?
We don't have any vows, so we can't renew them.
But if we did, probably Grand Floridian.
Yeah, just for the holiday, not the vows.
Just
I vowed to go to Grand Floridian
just so
to renew our vows. Yeah, we if you know our story, you know that when we got married, it was literally a 10-minute job in a registry office just to get that piece of paper.
If you don't know the story, here's the thumbnail to go and check that video out.
We did it more for legal reasons, like we said before. We're not romantic, so we didn't bother with all the hoo-ha. We didn't dress up. We didn't have any vows. We just literally went and did it. Ben, our friend Ben, was a witness, and so was Sazzle. So then we went to Frankie and Brenner's for a £5 breakfast.
Yeah, I've got through those questions a lot faster than I thought we would, and I've had to skip a lot because there was a lot of duplicates. So we'll just do the ones that are left. It will be just one video. Felina Panton says, what's both of your favourite snacks at Disney? Mine is Geezer Point. If you could call that a snack, go for lunch at Geezer Point with waffle fries, and their sandwiches are amazing.
Didn't like the Cheshire Cat's tail. I thought it tasted. I didn't mind that. Oh no, I'm not fond of like pan chocolate type.
Yeah, I love that.
That's not my cup of tea. I like cinnamon and things like that.
Bonnie Bridgman says, what's your favourite Disney film and favourite Disney character? So we've left these to the end, as you can see it's all Disney things.
Aladdin.
Disney film, yeah, I think we'll do live action Aladdin. I think maybe we'll watch that tonight actually again.
I don't like Disney animated. Dare I say that? I don't like Disney animated, I like the Disney action movies.
I love Up and I love Soul. I like the emotional ones, the Pixar ones.
I like The Navigator for me.
Is that a Disney film?
It is.
I watched, I tried to watch Ratatouille the other day for if we do go to Disneyland Paris.
As soon as it came on and it showed the cartoons, I was off.
I watched most of it, but and I love Finding Nemo. I love Dora. I love them.
Dory.
I love Dory. I love them.
You never even think you've been to Disney, would you?
What's your favourite ride in each of the Disney parks?
We've kind of done this a million times,
but it's Guardians of the Galaxy. Mission Breakout in LA.
I still think
loved it.
I know I said on the video that it was better than Flight Passage, but it's not. Flight Passage, then Guardians of the Galaxy, then
a third one.
I don't know.
Hagrid's maybe.
Oh yeah, Hagrid's. Yeah, definitely. We've only ever done that once.
Nat Smith says, are you planning another trip to LA? We're currently watching your LA vlogs and after having 2 trips to LA and Vegas cancelled.
I would like to do more in LA, more sort of road trippy type things, more touristy things. Not like Disney and Universal, but more visiting like big sites.
And I'd like to do lots more time at Disneyland California.
Yeah, I'm not saying skip it.
So maybe we'll do 2 weeks at some point. 1 week in Disney and 1 week.
I don't think I could do a week in Disney day after day after day.
You could. Well, I could. Disneyland California really impressed and surprised us so much more than we thought it would.
I think 3-4 days is enough.
Plus they've got Avengers Campus there now, and the new Spider-Man ride. So, there we go, got to the end of the questions. Thanks for dropping all those questions into our Facebook group. If you're not already in our Facebook group, go and check it out.
We have 2 groups. We have the Lodge Guys Orlando group and the Lodge Guys group, which is our normal day-to-day stuff.
So we have lots of lovely people on there, and it's a nice community. Thanks for watching the video today, guys. We hope you enjoyed it.
And don't forget to subscribe on the button below. Click the little bell and you'll get a notification on your mobile, tablet or PC when we have a new video go live.
Drop us a comment below, and we're going to go and have some lunch, because I'm bleeding Marvin.
I'm starving.
See you on the next vlog.
Skinny whip,
please.